Hey guys, MTGOrzo here in the Sedris the Traitor King wrap up. So we played some games. I had fun. I hope that you all had fun. Um, and I believe we learned a lot about the deck. Namely, that this is a good card. Earlier on in my overview, I said that Coffin Queen was the best card in the deck over Nicol Bolas. I am stupid. This card is bananas. It's just, even if it is an 8 mana destroy target enchantment, I can never feel bad casting it. Just never. Coming in close second is this thing, Living Death. This card, while I'm definitely going to go back to the old Tempest art, um, Living Death is just way too. It's good. Like, it's a Wrath and a Mass Reanimation all in one. And that's all you really need. So, now that we're here, I actually added 3 cards right before, I believe, my Arcanus match. And they are Bazaar of Baghdad, which, if you don't know, like, why is this land that doesn't add for mana? This land's good. Don't even play. This land is really good. We never got to play it, but it's really good. We got Altar Dementia. As a card I mentioned in my overview that I did not have, but I actually went out and bought one, so the deck is now more or less better for it. And Psychotog. I think we saw Psychotog in a J0 pile. But he's a good discard outlet. If your graveyard gets pretty stacked, you can just start beating in for a trillion. Cards that I'm probably going to end up taking out of the deck include, but are not limited to, Profaner of the Dead. This card, I was testing it out, mostly testing it out to see whether or not I wanted it my paper version of Sedris, but I just don't think it does enough. Yeah, I don't think it's not good enough for the deck. It could easily come out. Duretti, the +2 is just a little bit too situational. This could probably be any one of the Lilianas, or really any of the Jaces. I think it's better than all the Chandras, but I don't. If I need a 4 mana Planeswalker, I don't think Duretti is the one. Other ones, Chainer, while very good, because I do not run Cabal Coffers Urborg, I don't think that Chainer is quite good enough. It's just, I always want to end up using him on the same turn, which requires 5 black, which even in a pretty solid mana base is just not going to cut it. So he's going to come out. He'll find home somewhere else. He's a very good card. Might actually build a deck around him. Spoiler. And Scourge of the Throne. This card has done nothing in all of these games, and all of the games that I've played without you guys. It has done nothing. So, you guys are going to get a little bit of sneak peek behind the scenes while I take out some of these cards. Duretti. Who was the other one? Profaner, Chainer, and Scourge. So I've got 4 slots. Let's just go ahead and set our keys correctly. Cards that could be good. Just straight up Counterspell. Hard to argue with that. In a similar vein to Counterspell, we have Negate and Remove Soul. I think I'd rather have Negate, because I can deal with creatures. Non-creature spells like enchantments are hard for me to deal with. So I think Negate earns a spot, earns a little bit more of Daddy's love. Balefire Dragon. is a card that was definitely a jillion% better than Scourge of the Throne. I don't know why I had Scourge of the Throne in there when I know I owned a Balefire Dragon, but I have rectified that now. Temporal Trespass. I love extra turns. And this deck gets lots of stuff in the graveyard. So in you go, Temporal Trespass. Now this other card's probably going to be a little harder. Cards I'm looking at, Black Sun Zenith. It's a nice little wrath effect. We don't have a lot of those. It'd be nice to have. Capture of Jingzhou. Another Portal 3 Kingdom card. Just extra turns are always really good. I don't know how good 5 is in this deck without much land-based ramp. Chaos Warp. Now that Tuck is going away with Magic Origins, this card's probably not good enough to make the cut. However, it does deal with enchantments, so we might come back to Chaos Warp. Disciple of Bolas is a creature card that does crazy things, and I think in our heart of hearts we knew that he needed to be in there. So now, guys, I've got the new 99. We added Negate. We added Disciple of Bolas. We added Balefire Dragon. And all the way over here, if Magic Online stops being a shitty client, come on, we added Temporal Trespass. So guys, in the future, if I ever revisit Sedris, this will be the list that I use. Alright guys, next time we'll have another commander with red in its mana cost. It's Mile.